Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Wheelchair Basketball Australia Round 5 game here as part of the National Wheelchair Basketball League. Game 3 of the weekend, with the Salties winning both the first two games. They won the first one 83-47 on Friday, and then yesterday, as part of the inclusion round that was held here at Roland Cowan, they were also able to get up yesterday afternoon 51 for the Spartans, 88 for the Darwin Salties in that one. So game 3 ahead of us. And the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans have it all to do here in game 3 to get back in this one. But talking to Coach Tom Kyle ahead of the game, they're really excited about the challenge. You know, they see this Darwin Salties team as, you know, a really high-level team, team that could potentially medal at different events. And, of course, you know, they've been absolutely on a tear this season so far, just dropping the one game. That's it, and super strong performance so far. So Spartans with it all to do, and, of course, talking to Darwin Salties, and quick shout-out to their sponsors, Thrifty, Bridge, Toyota, and First Step. Talking, of course, to their coach, Tracy York, who you'll be lucky to find someone more experienced around the game of basketball than Tracy York, of course. But just wanted to talk about consistency, looking for the Salties to stay out of early foul trouble, and see how they go there from that point. But look, we're about to tip off here for this round 5 game 3 action, and looking for Salties to continue to play that high-paced monster scream game that they've played over the first couple. So we'll see how they go and see if Carina Leagues Club Spartans can get back into it. But tippity-whippity-boo, we are underway, and great lead pass already, and that is going to count straight away. That's gone inside. Jalen Brown with the feed, and Tom O'Neill Thorne with the basket. Spartans coming the other way. And lose the ball inside. Strong defensive performance in yesterday's game. 15 steals for the Salties as they pop another couple of points in there. So they're off to an 0-4 start. Jalen Brown with the second bucket after getting the assist on the first. And then we go. Pause momentarily. Did Gus. Next to go baseline. Drops it inside. Nice dime. Flipped up. Won't go in. Kicked ahead to Jalen Brown. He's open enough in the paint and he's able to get that to roll.
The touchdown from number 15.
Gus Elioso Alonso was back there defensively, but couldn't get it to drop. Couldn't get the stop. Salties now out to a 6-0 lead. Alonso pops that one in for 2 and opens the account here for the Carina Leagues Club, Southern District Spartans. Gus had 14 and 10 in yesterday's game. That one's in.
Yannick Blair.
One drops for Yannick Blair. Spartans looking to push the ball up the court. Salties already have numbers back. Just doing a job of clogging up the paint. They have the ball. Out on the break with it. Oh, nice no-look pass inside there to Jalen Brown, and that's a great feed there from Husso Sandoval. And we've got our first time out just like that. We've got Tom Kyle as coach of the Carina Leagues Club Spartans. Seen enough for a little bit, wants to just talk it out, have a yarn about it. And look, these Darwin Salties, they've already got a couple of steals as it is. Last game they had 15, game before that I believe it was 19. So defense is a huge part of their game. What can Spartans do? Well, get good position, as easy as that is to say from up here. Get good position, keep the ball high, clear, crisp passes as much as possible, and try and keep an eye out for these Salties who just swarm defensively and cut the gaps and always have hands up in the passing lane. So tricky thing to do, but ball control is going to be crucial here for the Spartans if they want to take the W here today. But it's 2 points for Carina Leagues Club Spartans and 10 for Darwin Salties, of course, sponsored by Thrifty, Bridge Toyota and First Step. 7:49 now left here in the first quarter. Spartans in the paint. Shots fired away there by Jake Fullwood, captain of the Spartans team. Couldn't get it to drop though. Brown throws it in.
Number 10, Yannick Blair.
And Blair pops it in for 2. Nice little hook shot from Blair. Get the basket. Gus into the paint. Nice handoff. Flip up and in. Not in, sorry. There inside for Braden Foxley-Connolly. Kicked right into the paint. Great position. Good body control. Fantastic pass there in to Husso Sandoval. Round we go now. Just drive to the baseline. Husso is able to come over and help D. Forward. And that's going to splash for the captain of the Spartans.
Jake Forward.
They had 9 points last night. Opens the account here today with 2. Oh, nice lead pass inside. And that's going to count for Samuel White. Nice little handoff. It's up. It's a little long. Jalen Brown comes away with it for the Salties. Moving in numbers. Spartans doing a good job there of keeping any Salties out of the paint. 3 ball flies. That one won't drop for Tom O'Neill-Thorne. Tom O'Neill-Thorne getting a little bit trapped now behind Alonso. Nice flip back. Gus in the paint. Off the glass. That won't drop for him. Forward's fighting for it. And that's come off Jalen Brown of the Salties. That's going to be Carina Leagues Club Spartans ball, and they're going to have some substitutions here.
Sub for the Spartans.
We've got Ethan Laird checking in.
Going out is the skipper, number 23, Jake Forward. And also number 7, Hayden Sieber.
Jack Thomas as well will check in.
First time, number 4, Ethan Laird. And number 12, Jack Thomas.
Laird now. being hassled defensively. Oh, nice pass inside. That one won't drop for Jack Thomas. Oh, nice no-look pass once more by Husso Sandoval. Flips around the top. Jalen Brown fires from three. That one's long. Tracks down his own rebounds. Gets a screen. Pick and roll. Strong move there for Tom O'Neill-Thorne, working off Jalen Brown well. Good communication there from both. Probably more vision, to be honest, actually, and communication. Read each other's play very well. Flipped inside. It's up. That one won't drop for Braden Fox-McConnelly. That's going to drop in for Laird. And kick ahead. Just wasn't quite long enough. It's going to be tipped down. Come down with... Oh, he flips it up. So Alonso. Gus. Excuse me. Husso Sandoval. So at the other end for the Salties. Still a little bit of... definitely had some fancy layups going in the warm-up line as well. Putting some English on it. Let them fly from ridiculous angles and pre-game. Let's see if we see some more of that here today. Defensively.
Foul.
So Sandoval thought he reached over there cleanly, but caught a bit too much of the body and the arm. Spartans ball from the side. Yes. Elias Alonso. Flipped inside. Look to go straight up. Holds onto it, makes a pass, and gets it to Gus. Elias Alonso.
Ethan Laird.
Jalen Brown comfortably dribbles up the floor. The ball's on if he wants it. Passes out of it. Mid-range won't splash for Janik Blair.
Foul.
Hands down. We've got a foul here.
Foul's called on number 4. Ethan Laird.
It's going to be Ethan Laird's foul.
Team's first.
Salty's ball from the baseline.
20 plays 18.
And Janik Blair finally back up on all 6. Spartans trying to block the paint now. Giving up a few points inside the paint here today. Already, even with 3:28 left. Salties have done a good job so far of really sharing the point scoring load. They've got 5 scorers at the moment. Around the top. Tom O'Neill-Thorne left open. That was a mistake.
Tom O'Neill-Thorne.
From the Korean Leagues Club Spartans. Not that there's many on this Salties team that you want to leave open, but certainly not Tom O'Neill-Thorne. Flipped up and in. There from 51, Gus Alonso. Oh, nice lead pass again. Going to be fouled going to the paint. Oh, for a second there, looks like we've almost got a kiss cam from a Coldplay concert situation going on there as we have Samuel White just being held, making sure he didn't fall over.
2 shots to number 3, Samuel White.
Samuel White heads to the stripe for a couple. .249 now left here in first quarter of action. Long on the second. Put up by Jalen Brown. He's going to be fouled as well. So very quickly, Spartans with a couple of fouls, sending Salties to the stripe.
Jordan Bartley, 2 shots to number 0 for the Darwin Salties, Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown on the stripe now. Long with the first. Ooh, second one goes halfway down and rattles out.
Place 10, Salties.
Left alone. He's going to fire away. Ooh, just missing off to the left was Jordan Bartley there for the Spartans. So they're going to leave you alone. Let fly. Flipped around. Jalen Brown now. And back to the top. Tom O'Neill Thorne fires his own. Now that's going to drop for 3. Defense there from Alex Blackmore, fighting over the screen. 3 balls up for Gus. Alios Alonso.
Gus Alonso.
Flips around, snatched out of the air by Gus. Minute 34 now left here in the first quarter. It's inside, snatched away by Salties, swarming in defense. Now they're tearing away on the fast break. It's a 4-on-1, tipped through the hands. Jalen Brown for 2.
Jalen Brown.
Clarence McCarthy, again. Good lead, led the defense away. And flipped it back. Very easy to get those situations wrong. We've got hands down. Couple of players. There will be a foul there on Tom O'Neill Thorne.
His first, team second. 27 plays 13. Darwin.
Kicked in and back with Spartans now. Just under a minute of action here left in the first minute. All the way around the defense there and cuts to the basket, pops it in for 2. Gus once more. We'll now take him out to 9 points here for the Southern District Spartans. Oh, flipped ahead. I think Alonso got a hand on that, but the referee is saying Jalen Brown must have got a tip. And take this moment to also acknowledge our referees of the game, Kelly Griffin, Carolyn Holt, and Laura Conway. Of course, can't play basketball at this level. We've got hands down. We've got a foul there on Clarence McCarthy Grogan of the Salties. 34.2 seconds. We've got a 10-second shot clock differential. Spartans ball once more. And Spartans have it now. Flick to Ethan Laird. Couple of screens come his way. Has space. Back to Laird. Has to curl out. It's a great idea. That pass into Braden Foxley-Connolly just didn't go well as they wanted to. And we've got a foul here and hands down for Jordan Bartley.
Number 0, Jordan Bartley. His second personal foul.
13.6 seconds now left on the clock. Salties have the ball from their side in front of their own bench. Also have themselves a 12-point lead. 27 here for the Salties. Plays 15 for the Spartans. Tries to drive to the paint. He's going to be fouled by Braden Foxley-Connolly.
Braden Foxley-Connolly.
The Spartans.
His first, team's fifth.
Jalen Brown will head to the stripe now, as that is the fifth for Spartans. Bonus. 7.1 seconds on the clock. Well, first one is going to drop. for Jalen Brown. He takes himself to 7 points.
Two from two for number
A
0.
little flat on the second, but can't argue with the result. Splashes through. Gets them both. 4 seconds. And the pass just a little too big. And there's going to be 1 second on the clock as we have hands down once more. Ethan Laird, I believe it is, yes. Ethan Laird it is, just getting himself up. He's back on all 6 now. Baseline ball for Salties. Get themselves back. They're going to look for a heave. Heave comes, but it is a bit short here as we've reached first quarter time. And Salties out to a strong performance, almost double Southern District Spartans points early in this one. They've been able to score not at will, but they've been able to do it in a mixture of ways, which is always much more difficult for a team to defend. They've been able to step out with 3 balls from Tom O'Neill-Thorne. And Jalen Brown has been wheeling and dealing dimes left and right. They've been able to get into the paint. They have 5 scorers. Jalen Brown already finds himself on 8 points. We've got Hasso Sandoval. He's got 4. Tom O'Neill-Thorne is leading all scorers for the Salties with 9. And they've really been able to share the ball, get the ball up the floor very quickly, and doing a good job of locking down the paint defensively. Southern District Spartans, of course, sponsored by the Carina Leagues Club. They've obviously found it a little bit more difficult to get the ball up the floor quickly. Salty's been doing a good job on their trans D side of things. So they haven't had those same level of fast breaks that Salties have been able to get away with in numbers. Let go with a couple of 3 balls, but haven't been able to knock down with consistency. They've really relied heavily so far on Gus Alios Alonso, 51, who has had a good, very strong game for them, but is leading all scorers at the moment with 11. They've only got 3 scorers in total. 2 points for Ethan Laird, and then as well 2 points for their captain, Jake Forward. Really need to get some other options open. Braden Foxley-Connolly has had some good looks inside, just hasn't been able to pop them in, but we're back to second quarter action here as part of this round 5 game 3 matchup between the Southern District Spartans and the Darwin Salties. 3 balls up. That one's an air ball off to the right. And just a quick reminder of the score. It is 15 for the Carina Leagues Club. Southern District Spartans. 29 for the Darwin Salties, who of course supported by Thrifty, Bridge, Toyota and First Step. Defense arrives. Shot goes up for Clarence McCarthy-Grogan. Doesn't drop for him though. And in for another 2. 13 points. Got himself a fast break.
29-17.
And defense doesn't come. He drives into the paint. Does Clarence McCarthy-Grogan. Draws the defensive attention. And the quick flip late to Jalen Brown for 2. Very well read. Gus Alonso looks to flip it inside. Laird looking for space, falls over, shots up, and that's going to splash for Jack Thomas of the Southern District Spartans.
Jack Thomas.
Shouldn't be surprised about the assist game there for Salties number 1, McCarthy-Grogan. He's across the 2 games already. He's already had 11 assists. So less scoring for himself, more helping the team score He's found that in this game as well so far. Flips down inside. Jalen Brown, mid-range, count it for 2.
Jalen Brown.
And just like that, he's come out in this second quarter and caught fire. Now leads all scorers for the Salties anyway, with 12 points. Hand off for Gus. He's down the base. Curls back. Laird now looking for options. Foxley Connolly has it swiped away. Foxley Connolly, sorry. He's going to chuck it back in for us. We're going to get back underway here with 8:09 left here in the second quarter of action. Uses the screen well. Oh, just lost it there. Has it flipped ahead. Well read. And defense.
2 points, number 1.
Defense pulled back.
CJ McCarthy.
We're expecting the pass to come from McCarthy Grogan. And he had an easy lane to the basket and took it. His first 2 points. Yes, Alonso flips to Laird. Can't catch that one. That's going to go out of bounds off Spartans and be Salty's ball from the side. You see a couple of Spartans heading to the scorers table. We'll have a substitution for them shortly. Salties bring it over halfway through the hands of Sam White. Jalen Brown. He's across 3-point line. Left alone again. That's his spot. He's long this time. Had one just a couple of possessions ago from that exact spot almost. Laird on the lead. Oh, great flip inside. And there it is. 2 points for Foxley Connolly. But fantastic passes from Laird and Leos Alonso setting up the basket for Spartans. 21 for the Carina Leagues Club. Spartans now plays the 35 for Darwin Salties. And Brown flips it across the paint, up off the glass, but it won't drop for Hasso Sandoval. Gus flips it inside. Laird just keeps it in. Captain can't get that one to go. Jake Forward unable to get that one to splash off the glass.
Some both ways.
And that'll end up being Salty's ball. 6:28 now left in the half. And we've got some subs checking in. We've got Tom O'Neill-Thorne checking back in for Salties. And looks like we might have 4 subs checking in for Spartans on the next opportunity. Salties with the rebound. Jalen Brown at the top. O'Neill-Thorne thought about it. We've got 3 seconds in the key. I believe that's going to be called on Hasso Sandoval.
35 plays 21.
6:04. There's Laird. That's a little bit of a break. Needs to opposition chairs ahead from teammates, and that one's going to go off the glass for Gus. Leos Alonso. Jalen Brown has to hit the brakes. Makes the pass. But once more, Tom O'Neill-Thorne is checking back in. Has looked dangerous. And that's now, I believe, his 10th and 11th point here for the game. And we're not even at halftime yet. Mind you, first game of this round, he had 29 points. So can absolutely fill it up as Laird tries to fire in. So Sandoval comes down with the rebound. And quickly, Tom O'Neill-Thorne tries to fire it into Jalen Brown, but unable to. Spartans are going to try and screen. But we're going to have a timeout here from Coach Tracy York. And look, Salties have been a little bit quieter here in this first minutes of this second quarter. And Coach Tracy York just wanted to have a chat here. She's called the timeout. We'll do a quick score check. Salties still 37 points for them. Plays 23 for the Carina Leagues Club, the Southern District Spartans. But look, quick timeout for them. Obviously wants to talk things over. Excuse me. Just didn't look too clean on those last couple of defensive sets, and then rolling forward into what their offensive looks are going to be. Not quite the polish and consistency that they've necessarily had throughout the game leading into that timeout, but Spartans have come back with a little bit of a run here. We'll see if they can continue that in the last 5 minutes and 5 seconds of this first half. Strong performance overall from the Salties so far. And, of course, standouts being Jalen Brown with 14 points. He had 15 in the first and 29 last evening. All in their second game. But that one's going to be snatched out of the air by Hasso Sandoval for the Salties. He's then going to be fouled by Gus Alonso. That's his second of the game.
First team foul.
Side ball here will be taken by Tom O'Neill-Thorne of the Darwin Salties. Darwin Salties are, of course, supported by Thrifty, Bridge, Toyota and First Step. Pops it up, won't drop. Yes, Alonso hustles to, first of all, track it down. Now he's flying up the court. Defense steps in. We have a whistle. And it looks like we're getting a tech foul here.
Technical foul on number 15.
And it is. It's going to be on Tom O'Neill-Thorne.
Substitution for the Spartans.
Referee not liking the chat that Tom was throwing in her direction. So technical foul. So one free throw will be taken here by Ethan Laird. Finds himself on the stripe. He's had 21 points coming into this game.
Into the game for the first time, number 2, Daniel Anstey.
Game 1 and 2 of
and also number 11.
This round 5 matchup. It was part of the Wheelchair Basketball Australia National Wheelchair Basketball League. Of course, Darwin Salties find themselves on top of the ladder at the moment.
Shot the technical.
Spartans a little bit further down.
Darwin.
They're now looking for options. Captain fires away from just inside the paint. Can't get it to go, and Salties again quickly putting the ball through the hands. Spartans, though, doing a good job getting chairs back in the paint. Flipped up, so Sandoval can't get that one to go. Laird comes away, tries to kick it ahead. Able to do so. Offset to Zach Binns. Now Anstey has it. Back to Laird. Chairs flying at the moment. Spartans with some fresh soldiers out there. And they're really looking to push. Can't make it count on the scoreboard at the moment, though. Jalen Brown kicks ahead. Blair rolled into the paint and flipped it out. He's going to be fouled. And that's going to be on Ethan Laird.
Ethan Laird. His second personal foul, second team foul.
His second. 3:34 now left in the first half of action. Green Leagues Cup Spartans on 24 points. Darwin Salties find themselves on 37. So a 13-point lead here. Laird thinks about it. Has an age to think about it. Fires away, misses to the right. And Ethan Laird comes down with it. Laird kept out of the paint. Well there by Samuel White. Flips, gets himself back in there, tries to flip it up off the glass. First attempt won't go, able to track down his rebound, put in for 2. And just like that, we've got ourselves a bit of a game here. Only 11-point difference now from Darwin Salties over the top of the Spartans. And that's a little bit more of the Salties basketball. Fast break, putting it through the hands.
39-26, Darwin.
And Jalen Brown there just thought he had one. But turns out Spartans hadn't actually thrown it in yet. So had to give it back. Daniel Anstey now at the top, being well defended there by Tom O'Neill-Thorne. Laird now looking for options. Screen is an option, goes around it, puts it up and in, rattles home for Laird. That's his 6th and 7th point here in the game. Fires up, and that's going to splash for Tom O'Neill-Thorne. Anstey hands it off to Laird. Laird tries to respond with his own 3 ball. It's long. Can he track down his own rebound? He can. Was going to be knocked out of bounds there by Jalen Brown. It's going to be Southern District Spartans ball. As we see a substitution coming in for the Salties. We've got Alex Blackmore checking in and Samuel White checking out for the Darwin Salties. Don't forget to jump all over the Wheelchair Basketball Australia social pages. Facebook, Wheelchair Basketball Australia. Twitter, Wheelchair Hoops. And Instagram, Wheelchair Basketball Australia as well. And the website, of course, is wba.net.au for all news, fixtures and other information. And a foul on the floor. Salties ball once more. Fires away. Someone else on, can't get that one to go. Spartans now running out of time to get it over half. Laird just gets a wheel over half. And half a second left. He's going to be fouled. Excuse me. He wanted the foul call. It didn't come. Salties come away quickly, and that's 2 points.
2 points from the 15. Tom O'Neill-Thorne. Charge timeout. Spartan.
As we have a charge timeout here from Coach Tom Kyle of the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans. Wants to talk things over there, calm everything down a little bit. It's a tricky situation there if you're Laird, you drive to the paint, you miss, you hit the deck, and Salties off to the races. Obviously, you want the foul call. It doesn't come, but it's instead of 2 points for your team, or potentially 2 points, it's a 4-point swing as Salty is able to get out on that fast break and really push. Of course, that's just one of the things this Salty team is very good at, but Southern District Spartans did find themselves shortening the airspace here to the Salties down to 11 not so long ago. It's ballooned out a little bit more than that just now, though, with Darwin Salties on 44, Southern District Spartans on 28. And in the last minute of action here, I think Salties will just want to limit the damage, get a couple of points themselves, and try and take some energy into that halftime break. It's just so important and crucial to have positive energy going into that halftime break, especially when you're down double figures. You need a little bit of momentum, lift the spirits of the team. But like I spoke with Tom Cole about before the game, he mentioned, this Salties team is a real challenge for the Spartans. They've only dropped the one game. They've looked great all season, and Spartans are reveling in the challenge, and they have certainly pushed the Salties team in moments as Jalen Brown kicks ahead. And a resettling bounce there for Blair, and then he pops it in for 2. Strong rebound and pass to get things going there by Hasso Sandoval on the defensive glass, and then fires that one up the floor. Ethan Laird now uses the screen. Forward. Captain long 2. Won't go for the Southern District Spartans. Shot clock is off now. 17 seconds left here in the half. Oh, nice pick and roll action there. Just put it through the hands, couldn't finish. And I think Jalen Brown wanted Alex Blackmore to finish off there after he got the lead pass. But 8 seconds. Spartans ball. Laird. Pinned in the backcourt. Flipped. Captain of the Spartans is able to fire one off, just missing to the right. Had the distance. It's pretty much bang on for distance. Just off to the right. Right, it is half-time here at this round 5 matchup between the Darwin Salties, of course, supported and sponsored by Thrifty, Bridge Toyota and First Step. They take a 46-28 lead over the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans here in this Game 3 matchup. Of course, Salties have taken all 2 of the previous games so far, getting to 83 points and 88. We will see how well Southern District Spartans go. They've only the top score they've had so far is 51. They already find themselves at 28, so they're on track to score more than they have. But can they eat into this Salties lead in the second half? We'll just have to see. But we'll be right back. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back with second half action as part of Wheelchair Basketball Australia's National Wheelchair Basketball League. And of course, the National Wheelchair Basketball League major sponsor is the Beluga Foundation. Big thanks to the Beluga Foundation for all of their support. We'll be right back with second half action in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost back here for second half action. As part of this round 5, game 3 matchup between the Darwin Salties. Of course, number 1 on the ladder with some games in hand. Over the top of number 6 on the ladder, Southern District Spartans in their first season. They've got 3 wins on the board. Haven't been able to take any from the Salties this weekend so far, but you never know. They might be able to string something together here. They've certainly been able to push in moments of this game, but we'll just have to see. Spartans have relied heavily on Gus Alios Alonso in this one. He's been their main scorer for 15. Darwin Salties on the other side have been able to share it around. Jalen Brown already has 16 points for the Salties, and Tom O'Neill-Thorne also finds himself on 16 for the Salties. So they're all tied up as top scorers for the Salties and the game so far. But look, Carina Leagues Club, Southern District Spartans are going to look to get a stop here and get some early baskets and get back into this one after a strong lead, although that won't help with Tom O'Neill-Thorne slicing his way through the defence. And then Sandoval cleaning up with that offensive rebound and popping it in for 2. So Darwin Salties
28 plays 28.
Start the
Darwin
second half just like they did the first, with an early basket quickly firing away. Of course, Darwin Salties sponsored and supported by Thrifty Bridge Toyota and First Step. And another steal coming away quickly. Samuel White flips ahead, and so Sandoval falls out of bounds, gets hands down off the court. He's back on all 6 wheels now, and he's looking to go. Get himself back on the defensive end. Gus pops that in for 2.
Gus Alonso.
Gus Alonso for 2 there. 8:52 now left in this one. 50 points Darwin Salties have. 30 for the Southern District Spartans. Gus hands off to Laird. Big piece, and there he is, knocking that one in for 3. That will definitely help the Carina Leagues Club. Spartans charge. He's already had one of those in the first half. Spartans haven't been able to knock it down consistently from range, but Jalen Brown having himself another game today. Had 29 points yesterday evening in that game, and 15 in the first one as well. So he's somewhere in between so far, with just compared to 29. He's on 18 points so far in this one. Laird rolling backwards, fade away, can't get it to drop. Kicked ahead to Blair. He tips to O'Neill-Thorne, and he kicks ahead to Jalen Brown. And Brown will find himself on 20 just like that. Flipped up and in. Oh, excuse me. Halfway in. Didn't drop in the end for Gus Alonso. O'Neill-Thorne for another 2.
Tom O'Neill-Thorne.
Him and Jalen Brown swapping assist versus bucket getter roles there, as they've done throughout this game. Inside. Oh, ends up somehow back in the hands of Foxley Connolly, and he, second time round, pops it up and in for 2. Oh, lovely tip pass there from Hasso Sandoval. But O'Neill-Thorne with the bucket. But that little tip pass was sensational. No-look tip pass Comes off for 2. O'Neill Thorne knew the assignment as well. You make a pass like that, basket's got to go in. Gus for 2. Russell Sandoval came over, tried to block, unable to. Tom from the elbow. O'Neill Thorne puts it in for 2 from the elbow. And 37 now for Green Leagues Club Southern District Spartans. Plays Darwin Salties 60. Spartans in the paint. Kick it out to Gus. Where's Alonso? Can't get it to go. Husso Sandoval with a full court pass ahead and some great chair work there to get Nick Blair open. Monster play there from Tom O'Neill Thorne. Great screen and roll situation on there from those two to get the points. Salties have come out early in this third quarter. There's 5:39 left. And while Spartans have been able to get some baskets, Salties have just been able to get out on that fast break and clock up some baskets and some points. And before Spartans have been able to get that trans D flowing up the court. So, look, it's a tricky one for them. Tricky one for them, but Darwin Salties have been all over it. Spartans just haven't been able to play at their level in patches here. They've been able to get some points. They've had some good looks inside the paint, but Salties have been looking the full measure of a team who's at the top of the ladder and has only dropped the 1 point. Speaking to Coach Tracy York, ahead of time, ahead of the game here today, she wanted consistency and for her team to keep out of early foul trouble. They've certainly been able to do the second part there. They've only got 4 fouls across the entire game, so not a drama for them at all. That one's flipped up. Can't go in, but it is tracked down by Gus Alonso in the paint, and he pops it up for 2. He's now going to be completely blocked in defensively by the Salties. As they try and keep him pinned in the backcourt. Jalen Brown, we've got a foul there. And we've got blocking foul. It is on Jordan Bartley.
His third personal foul, 2 shots. For number 0 for Darwin, Jalen Brown.
First one rattles in off the front of the rim. And take Jalen Brown to 21 points.
2 from 2.
And the second one, of course, will take him to 22. He's now averaged over 20 points across all 3 games in this round 5 being held here at Roland Cowan Stadium. Home floor of the Southern District Spartans, and that's going to pop in. He's going to be fouled. Leos Alonso will head to the stripe for an extra one.
His second personal foul.
Subs are coming in now with
Sub to the Spartans going out.
Captain Jake Forward checking in.
The skipper, number 23, Jake Forward.
One's going to splash.
To number 51, Gus Alonso.
And looks like Salties really trying to defensively target and block and keep him in the back court there. Foul. Gus Alonso.
Foul's called on number 9.
Read it well that time after knocking down that second free throw.
His second personal foul.
Flew up the court, trying to get back defensively. Side ball now here for Jalen Brown. 4:51 now left here in the third quarter. Into the paint. Tipped by Alonso. And we've got wheels down. We're back up on all 6. Here's Husso. Sandoval. And baseline ball here for the Carina Leagues Club, Southern District Spartans. Ball's in. They've got to get it up over half. Unable to. Tom O'Neill Thorne snatches it out of the air. Husso Sandoval with a almost a fantastic dime in the end, just a pass into Jalen Brown. Now it's 2 points for Brown. Excuse me, not Brown. That was Husso Sandoval with the finish there in the paint. There's Alonso coming up the court, blocked by O'Neill Thorne. Solid screens being played. Laird driving in aggressively. Conley puts it in for 2. For a nice little bit of screen and roll action.
From number 23.
3:52 now left in the third. 66 for the Darwin Salties. 44 for the Carina Leagues Club, Southern District Spartans. There's some wheels and chairs clang off to the side. Tom O'Neill Thorne fires away. And we've got a fast break here for the Spartans. Elios Alonso pops it in for 2.
And Gus Alonso, the touchdown from number 23.
He now finds himself on 26 points here for Spartans. And that's more points than he's had across both games here this weekend. He had 9 and 14, so already outscored other performances combined. Flips it up and in. Blair for 2. Yannick Blair has also outscored previous games here this weekend. Oh, his first one anyway, excuse me. Had 4 points in the first, had 14 in the second, but already finds himself on 10 here in this one, so will potentially by the end.
Darwin ball, 68-46.
That second game
to the Darwin Salties.
Score of his covered. We'll just have to see. We've got a couple of subs coming in. We've got Western Tedcastle checking in. We're going to have Clarence McCarthy Grogan, the assist master, checking in. And Alex Blackmore also checking in for the Darwin Salties. Of course, as I mentioned before, Darwin Salties, proudly sponsored and supported by Thrifty, Bridge Toyota and First Step. Oh, lovely, well-read pass inside to Blair. I'll take him to 12 points here for this game. But yet another dime for Clarence McCarthy Grogan. It's inside, rolling backwards, pops it up, won't drop. Right from the block, didn't drop, and that's going to be Darwin Salties' ball. Carina Leagues Club, Southern District Spartans will also have a couple of subs. We've got Daniel Anstey and, of course, Zach Binns checking in for Southern Districts. Nice late screen there coming. Half a second to get it over, and they're able to do so. Flips back. Tedcastle in a difficult spot there. Flips back well. And Blair for another 2 points. And McCarthy Grogan, I believe, should be given yet another assist there. Like I said before, he's already got 11 this weekend. And I think he has at least half that already in this game. Laird fires up under some duress. Popped it in for 2.
Ethan Laird.
Laird now finds himself on 10 points. Southern District Spartans. That's Alonso. Some good wheel control there. Flipped up. Actually, Connolly can't get it to go. But Anstey can for Southern Districts. Jalen Brown now waiting for help to arrive. And decides, you know what? You're going to give me that much space. I'm going to fire this 3-ball. Binns was out on the lead for Spartans. Laird left it behind. Anstey with it now. Back to Laird at the top. Defense trying to swarm. Jalen Brown has a tip on it, but it goes straight back to him. Binns puts one up, tracks down his own, and puts it straight back up for 2 more.
72-52. Come on, give him a hand.
And look, Spartans doing a great job again. You know, there's a bit of a deficit here, yes, but they've been able to fight their way back into this game, shorten up the airspace once more. And a couple of strong offensive sets.
His third personal foul.
52 for the Southern District Spartans, 72 for the Darwin Salties. 14.6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jalen Brown driving in. Laird got there first, up off the glass, and that's going to count for Alex Blackmore.
Alexander Blackmore, that's 3/4 time.
And Blackmore for the Salties has now doubled his points for the weekend. Just the one from yesterday's game. So he's now doubled that in this game after that 2-point finish in the paint. 140 is the amount of time we have left here as both coaches, you know, eagerly giving out some instructions. Yeah, look, Spartans have done a good job late of, you know, working their way back in. It's, you know, it's a big deficit, but they've played really well in chunks here. They've been able to get some fast break looks. Gus Elios Alonso has been able to, you know, get out on that fast break. Some good lead passes have come his way. They've had good energy off the bench here in that third quarter. Salties obviously still been able to hold on to that lead, but Spartans not going away. And considering the 30-plus point victories that Salties have been able to put on in the first 2 games, Spartans doing a good job to try and stay as connected as they can here in this Game 3 matchup of Round 5 action. Of course, coming from this National Wheelchair Basketball League game, which of course is brought to you by and Wheelchair Basketball Australia is supported by the Beluga Foundation. Make sure you get around Beluga Foundation, give them the support and support that has been given to Wheelchair Basketball Australia by them. But Carina Leagues Club, Southern District Spartans have it all to do coming into this fourth quarter. They find themselves down by 22, but they've certainly hustled late, obviously led by Gus Elios Alonso with 26, but also Ethan Laird has had a very strong game running the point for them and been able to find 12 of his own points. Spartans,
54-52.
What can they do? Can they get back into this one? We'll just have to wait and see. Salties, on the other hand, they've been able to get the ball around. Jalen Brown finds himself on 22. Tom O'Neill Thorne also finds himself on 22. And Janik Blair hasn't been scrappy at all with 14 of his own. That one's short and he's going to come away with Salties, or look like it was. It was touched on the line by Gus Augenstein, but a little bit of a conversation with him and referee Carolyn Holt there. No tech foul, just a meeting of the minds. Flipped into the paint. Off the glass, that one won't drop for Clarence McCarthy-Grogan. Laird out on the fast break. 3 plays 3. Inside, it was a nice pass. It was a nice look, but it won't drop inside for Gus Elios Alonso. Flipped up. That one won't drop inside for Alex Blackmore. The Spartans are going to come away with a little bit of a track meet at the moment. Both teams trading misses.
Call number 0.
We've got a block on Jalen Brown.
His first personal foul, first team foul.
He was blocking Gus Leos Alonso, or trying to. Laird fires away from 3. Grazes the rim. Tracked down, but it won't be allowed to keep it. Well, the Spartans. Anstey just had a wheel out. Flipped in by Ted Castle. Blair.
Foul.
Going to be fouled.
Foul's called to number 4, Ethan Laird. His third.
Laird. There you go. Very good foul face there. Love a little bit of foul face there when the whistle comes through, and you can see exactly what the player was thinking based on their facial expressions. Makes his way into the paint. Flips it to Bins. He pops it up. Hits the rim a couple of times, but it drops. There we go. Jalen Brown flips it across. Blair now. Ted Castle turns the corner. Had an opening in front of him. It just closed ever so quickly. And the Browns miss. And Alonso comes away with it. Defense swarms. That's a good screen. Bins now. Up to the top for Leos Alonso. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. And knocked away by Ted Castle. He flips it ahead to Jalen Brown. Gives it a hard dribble. Gives himself some time and space. Blair in the paint to Ted Castle once more. That one won't go. Great passes, though, from Darwin Salties. Always giving up a look for a better look. Ted Castle just couldn't finish on the layup. Oxley Connolly flips back. There's Alonso in the paint. A little bit of a bump. Front rims that on the fader. 7:06 now left here in the fourth quarter. It's a 20-point margin once more. Spartans doing a lot better job staying connected. Ted Castle flips to Blair. Blair back to Blackmore. Blair once more. Has it. Lines up the shot. Plenty of time and pops it in for 2. 6:43 now left here in the fourth quarter of action. And Spartans find themselves down by 22. Laird tries to get it back under 20 with that 3 ball. It won't drop. And we're going to see some substitutions. We've got
sub for the Spartans.
Chapman, William Crooks, and Tom O'Neill-Thorne checking in for the Salties.
Going out number 2, Daniel Anstey, number 9.
And we've got
Braden Fox-Connolly.
Captain Jack
and also number 11,
Captain Jake Forward checking back in for Spartans.
Back into the game,
Mitchell
Jordan Bartley.
Seabar checking in, and Jordan Bartley as well checking back in for the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans. Salties flick it around. Jalen Brown from the elbow.
2 points.
Just an absolute pure stroke on that young man's shot.
Jalen Brown.
And he leads all scorers
Jalen
for the Salties on 24. Leos Alonso has more for the Spartans, just 2 points ahead though, 26. Ethan Laird's going to pick up the pushing foul.
Personal foul.
That's his 4th, so next one he'll
Second team foul.
be heading to the bench. Flipped inside. Jalen Brown now. He pops that one up and in for 2.
0, Jalen Brown.
Laird now. Circles back. Leos looking for cutters. One was there. No options inside the paint. Laird kicks it inside. Jordan Bartley.
Number 23, Jake Forward.
Who kicks it to Forward, and he pops it in. Forward now finds himself on 4 points. Looking for options inside. Threads the needle perfectly. And William Crooks pops it in. But again, another fantastic dime from Clarence McCarthy-Grogan, the Darwin Salties. An absolute gaggle of those here today. There's McCarthy-Grogan. Forward. Oh. Rolling through the paint well.
Foul.
We've got a foul. Leos Alonso.
51. Gus Alonso. His third.
It's going to be his third foul. We've got a sub coming in. And that's going to be
going out
Bins checking in.
Gus Alonso back into the game, number 11.
So Leos Alonso will check out of the game now.
82 plays 56.
Possibly for the rest of it. We'll just have to wait and see. 4:42 now left on the clock. He's had an absolute monster game if he doesn't check back in. He's obviously got 3 fouls with 26 points here for the Spartans. It's been absolutely monster for them here today. Jordan Bartley kicks it around to Bins. Laird likes the 3 ball. Has made a couple. Can't make it a triple. And Thorne kicks ahead to McCarthy-Grogan. Finds himself rolling all the way through the paint. Gets it to Jalen Brown, who's double teamed quickly. And Ethan Laird does a great job making sure that one stayed in for Spartans. Fell out of bounds himself, gets himself back on 6 wheels, and is back on the other end. Ball flips up. Won't go for Bins. 56 plays 82. Jalen Brown finds himself on the ground.
White ball from the side.
Hands down as Ethan Laird was able to grab the steal. Substitutions coming in. Ted Castle checking back in, as well as Samuel White for the Darwin Salties. Of course, Darwin Salties are supported and sponsored by Thrifty, Bridge Toyota and First Step. Don't forget WBA, the Wheelchair Basketball Australia National Wheelchair Basketball League, is also supported by the Beluga Foundation. And if you want to follow any news and information, make sure you get around the WBA website. It has all upcoming fixtures, games, results, stats, and information about players, teams, and everything you might need. Tipped inside, in the paint for Laird. He flips it up, can't get it to go. A little bit too strong that time. Cross. Crooks now in the paint. Tried to go around the defense. Couldn't get it to go. Coming away quickly is Jordan Bartley. 3-on-1 situation. And he's going to pop it in for 2. And it's Tom O'Neill. Thorne just gave him a little bit of room there. Hedged a little bit too much to O'Neill Thorne on that one. Good no-look pass to the top. Crooks. 2. That one can't go. It's over the back. That one's going to be off Jordan Bartley. Hassling defense there from Western Ted Castle.
Ethan Laird. And the skipper, number 23, Jake Forward. Back into the game, number 7, Hayden Sieber. Into the game for the first time.
Sieber, and getting his first minutes here tonight is Dylan Barber. Today, sorry. With 2:30 left. led and would have checked out of the game here now. That one's tipped by Salties though, so no backcourt for the Spartans. Flipped up and over the rim there that time by Mitchell Duncan. And they've got a jump ball.
Darwin arrow.
Possession arrow with the Salties. 58 plays 82. .206 left here now in the fourth quarter. Carthy Grogan is going to be fouled.
Foul.
Call came a little bit late there, but that's going to be on Dylan Barber, his first.
Dylan Barber, his first 2 shots to number 1.
Of course, he just checked into the game. And that one's going to splash for McCarthy Grogan.
One from 2 for number 1, CJ McCarthy.
That's one of the pair. That's 3 for this one. He's had a monster amount of assists. Hasn't had a whole heap of points here in this game. Also, hasn't had a whole heap of minutes necessarily either, but had been an absolute assist monster here for the Darwin Salties today as we about to dip into the last 90 seconds of action coming to live from Moen Cowan Stadium. Tom O'Neill-Thorne hustling defensively. Duncan fires away again. Can't find his first basket of the day. Arthur Grogan looks ahead. Hips to Weston Ted Castle, and that's 2 points. That's another assist.
Weston Ted Castle.
Well, we have a push and foul there in back play on William Crooks.
His first.
Spartans with the ball once more.
First. Second.
Southern District Spartans find themselves on 58 points. 87 is the mark for the Darwin Salties. Flipped and tipped away.
Spartan ball.
It's going to remain Spartan ball. Of course, Salties have had at least 80 points in all their games so far. Of 83 in game 1, 88 in yesterday's game. But Spartans have now, with 58 points, even if they don't score again, have outscored themselves across their previous games. As Ted Castle will get himself an assist on the back of that Tom O'Neill-Thorne basket. Of course, Tom O'Neill-Thorne is the top assist man across the league at the moment. Has 117 coming into this weekend. And that one is going to be a miss there from Hayden Sieber. Spartan trying to fire away from range. Ted Castle brings it over half. We're into the last 30 seconds. Western, Ted Castle front rims that layup opportunity that he had. He's hustling back on defense now. Salty's doing a good job defensively. They'll continue to do that throughout the game of blocking the paint on those first options. Oh, nice tip there from Ted Castle. Tom O'Neill-Thorne just going to hold there now, given the signal. Just going to hold. That'll do for the Darwin Salties. They're going to walk away winners 89 over 58 for the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans. So it does end up in 3 30-point wins here for Tracy York's Darwin Salties, who of course are sponsored and supported by Thrifty, Bridge Toyota and First Step, and they certainly were consistent throughout the game, stayed out of foul trouble throughout. It's only 7 fouls across the entire game for the Salties, so tick the boxes there for Coach York. from Darwin, and of course the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans did well. They scored the more points in this one they have across all 3 games with 58, but it was just a bit too much for the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans here in this one. But as Tom Cole said pre-game, they're really looking forward to the challenge. They see these Darwin Salties as an absolute monster team. Last year's champs. Could they be this year's as well? Well, they will stay on top of the ladder, and we'll have to wait to the end of the season to work out if they're going to be champs. But they certainly look absolutely fantastic here. Coming to you live from Roland Cowan Stadium. Don't forget, of course, get onto the WBA website for all further information about upcoming rounds. But that is going to wrap us up here as part of the National Wheelchair Basketball League Round 5 action. That's Game 3 in the books, with Darwin Salties coming away 89-58 winners over the Carina Leagues Club Southern District Spartans. Thank you for listening.